Hey everybody, it's Jeff from New York, and today we're back in Las Vegas on the Las Vegas Strip. We're going to walk along the Strip today. We're starting here at the Fashion Show Mall. We're going to walk all the way south to the New York Hotel and Casino. So put on a comfortable pair of walking shoes and let's jump right into this, shall we? It's kind of an overcast morning here in Las Vegas, and it's not that unusual for the morning time, but sometimes I wonder if it's actually clouds or California fires, because I've seen that before too. Actually, during my many visits to Las Vegas, I've seen fire, rain, and snow, so I'm one up on James Taylor. No worries, you young subscribers, the older ones can relate. Hold on tight. Let me tell you something. If you're physically challenged, the Las Vegas Strip is not for you. I mean, this is nuts and this is not unusual. This is Mitzi, the Rubber Ducky Showgirl, who shows up on all my Vegas videos. As most of you know, there are hidden mascots, or some of you call them Easter eggs, in my videos. Mitzi shows up in all the Vegas ones. Sometimes she's easy to spot, other times she's quite elusive, so keep your eyes open while watching the video. If you spot her, note the time in the comments below, and if you're the first one, you'll get a shout out on an upcoming video. And now for something completely different. So that song was called Cash Machine, but I can't help thinking it sounds more like a digital sample of cows at a slaughterhouse. Give it another listen. You'll see what I'm talking about. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, please hit that subscribe button and smash that thumbs up. It really does help the channel out. And now we're walking in front of one of my favorite properties here on the Las Vegas Strip, the Mirage, which has pretty much one of the longest frontages as far as I'm concerned on the Las Vegas Strip. Okay, go ahead, insert longest frontage joke here. The Mirage was recently featured on the New York channel here, and Keith Gehring, a loyal subscriber and viewer of the New York channel, planned on staying here in September, but COVID is keeping the Brits away as well as many other countries, so sad to hear that. And as far as my travel plans, I really wanted to go to New Orleans. You guys know that that's one of my favorite cities in the U.S., and apparently that's one of the hottest COVID spots right now, and I planned on going late August, early September, just a few weeks from now. But it looks like I'm not going to do that. That's my choice. So I might be going to Vegas, and I'm trying to pick out a hotel and casino right now. So if you guys have any ideas, feel free to drop a comment below and I'll take it into consideration. However, I like to stay at places I've never been before, so keep that in mind. And also, just to let you guys know, the prices are dropping like you wouldn't believe it because people are canceling their reservations. So that's the time that I like to travel at the more expensive hotels because, well, quite honestly, they're dirt cheap. Because of that, I'll be making my plans very last minute. And yes, I am considering Resorts World. However, the reviews have not been that great so far, so it's in the back of my mind. But again, I'm very open right now, and I'm waiting until the last minute because the prices are dropping weekly. Don't forget to check out my book, 50 Attractions and Many Tips When Visiting Las Vegas. It's down at the bottom in the description of this video that you're watching. It's only $4.99, instantly downloaded to your computer, tons of pictures and fantastic tips if you plan on visiting Sin City. I had mentioned earlier that I was going to be in Vegas, most likely be in Vegas in a couple of weeks, and I'm thinking of places to stay, and I asked you guys to help me along. Two of the places that are on my list are Caesars and the Link, and another one I should say is New York, New York. I've never been to either of those three hotels as far as staying in, but again, if you have any other ideas, let me know. But those are my three top contenders right now. I also have the Wynn on my list, but those prices would have to drop dramatically for me to afford to go there, but I'd like to go there as well. But let me know what your thoughts are. Then there's always Paris, but well, I just don't know, but I need to make up my mind in the next week or two. Also, if you guys have any ideas on what you'd like to see as far as content for the channel while I'm in Vegas, let me know and leave a comment below, and I will definitely take it into consideration. And right now we're passing Hell's Kitchen in front of Caesars, and they say if you listen very closely as you walk by, you can hear actually Gordon Ramsay yelling at people.
Oh, wake up! Yes, sir. Wake up! Yes, sir. You just finished your order, you lazy cow. What are you doing? Well done to you. And well done to you. I can't believe just how inconsistent you are. Where's the lamb sauce? We've opened. We haven't served anything yet, and we've lost money. Tell him in your language he'll kill somebody. She's not normal. She cannot be normal.
Hold on tight. Inside that red and white tent in front of Caesars is the show Absinthe, and it's a show that I've been wanting to see for a long time. Unfortunately, the past couple of trips it's been closed due to the pandemic, and I haven't seen it obviously before the pandemic, so maybe this trip around I'll get a chance to sneak inside and see the show. And now we're heading over to the Bellagio from the Caesars Palace, and we'll be heading out in front of the fountains. And as you can see, there's lots of high-end shopping here. Gucci, Prada, Harry Winston. No Dollar General here. I don't know if it's just my luck or what, but every time I walk past this fountain, there's no show going on. I literally have to wait 15-20 minutes for a show, and if I'm not waiting and I'm just walking by, then I'll never see a fountain show. And of course, today, we're not going to see a fountain show in this video. But there's plenty Bellagio fountain shows on the channel, so if you really want to see one, just check one of those videos out. Across the street is Bally's in Paris. Paris perhaps having one of the best views of the fountain, dead center. The Cosmo, those two black towers in the background there, also have a great view from their balconies. Paris is starting to look good. I think I might make that one of the top contenders for my next visit. You've probably noticed the rainbow signs and rainbow flags, if there were any, here on the video, and I'm going to assume that this video was shot in June, this past June, which is Pride Month. And if you notice, no one's wearing masks, and if I do go to Vegas in a couple of weeks, as many of you know, the masks mandates are back. As far as a mandate, masks must be worn indoors, so that's something I'm going to have to take into consideration, and a lot can change in the next few weeks. Either they can remove the mandate or they can toughen it up and make it indoors and outdoors, so we'll see what happens. Right now, we're in between Planet Hollywood on the left and the Cosmopolitan on the right. We'll be coming up to the Aria shortly, and then after the Aria, we have the Park MGM, and then we have that MGM Park, which is really a nice place to hang out, and then, of course, New York, New York, which is where our little walk will end today. There have been tons of mergers and acquisitions in the past couple of months on this Las Vegas Strip. MGM now owns all of the park. They used to own 50% of it. Now they own the entire park that we're going to be coming upon shortly. I also understand that they recently sold all of their buildings to a real estate investment trust, and they are now tenants in their own buildings. So lots going on here. Really doesn't mean anything to me or you as far as visitors. It's just a lot of high finance going on behind the scenes here in Las Vegas. Straight ahead is the Waldorf Astoria. I very rarely mention the Waldorf because, well, first of all, there's no casino in there, and second of all, I've only been in there once, and basically it was just a hotel lobby. There was nothing really for me to video. But it's a beautiful building, but again, not discussed too much on this channel or other channels for that matter. From what I understand, I think there's a lounge at the very top floor with great views, and perhaps maybe I'll check that out. I just find it odd that such a huge building with a big presence on the Las Vegas Strip, in the center strip basically, gets very little recognition. Bobby's Burger Palace. This place makes or used to make a really good, inexpensive burger. It hasn't opened since the pandemic. I don't know, and the building's kind of falling into disrepair, at least the windows are. I know Bobby opened another Burger Palace in Caesars, their Caesars food court recently. I wish this place would open up again. I don't know what the plans are for it, but a really good burger, inexpensive, and actually it was in one of my burger challenges, and it got an honorable mention. By the way, I have visited the one in Caesars Palace, and the burger's just as good and just as inexpensive. It's just a little more inconvenient because you have to walk all the way through Caesars to get there, but it was a good burger, and I'm not sure if I did that video yet or if it's coming up in the near future. But again, Bobby's Burger Palace, really good burger. Coming up next, right before the New York, is Park MGM. I just covered that hotel and casino last week in a video, as well as Italy, one of my favorite places to visit when I'm here in Las Vegas. On the right here, we have the park, or I guess we can call it the MGM Park now that they own 100% of it. If you walk along the park, you'll find lots of restaurants and attractions, including the Park Theater as well as the T-Mobile Arena, which is where the Golden Knights play. The last time I was here, there was a game going on, and within an hour or two, there were tons of Golden Knight jerseys walking around. And which is kind of odd considering I guess it was June here and it was pretty hot, and lots of people walking around in long sleeve Golden Knight jerseys, so they must be really good fans. Anyway, great place to visit if you're in the area. Lots of shade too, and lots of places to eat or have a cocktail. As a matter of fact, the last time I was here, I got a donut and a iced coffee at the Hello Kitty food truck. So I think I posted that in the community room here, and there probably will be a video coming out on that shortly. So great place to visit. And here we are at the New York hotel and casino so nice they had to name it twice. As I said earlier, the New York is another contender for my upcoming visit to Las Vegas in a couple weeks. However, I really would like to say a little bit more Center Strip, and I'm really considering the Paris or the Link. More so the Paris, but again, leave me suggestions below. And that's one of the reasons why the New York is at the top of the list, is because it's slightly off-center, and Center Strip, that is. And of course, Resorts World, a new place that I'd like to stay at, but again, the reviews haven't been that great, and it certainly is not Center Strip. I think this upcoming trip I'll spend a lot of time at Resorts World, checking it out and bringing you guys a lot of content, but I'll take it from there. If I like the place, maybe I'll stay there the following trip, but we'll see what happens. And that's pretty much it for our walk along the Las Vegas Strip here. I hope you had a good time. I know I did. I played some good music and some strange music. But I like to mix up the music a lot, so tell me what you thought of the video. Leave a comment below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, comment, ask some questions, and most importantly, subscribe by clicking on the button on the left. You can visit all of my New York videos by clicking on the top right, or check out my videos on other favorite places to visit by clicking on the bottom right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around the city.